Greetings to all of you. As you've heard from the previous program, we got off a shuttle, a vehicle designed and manufactured for tourists during high season in the region of Menabe and Melek, which is a way directing to the Baobab, those famous trees of Murundav, up to the peaks of Bemara and Bekupek. Today's TV program will be focused on that, with the well-known tourist sites as Madagascar touring operator promised in the package of the high season in 2016, there in the region of Murundav, Bekupek.
Like other vehicles, it took Madagascar touring shuttle 11 hours to get to Murundava from Antananarivo in its first visit to the place. The expected length of time during the journey is respected so far. The travelers found it more and more interesting. The luggage rack, the seats, travelers find them all interesting. And this passerby is impressed by its beauty and strength that he booked a place right away for his future journey to Murundava and Bekupaki. The great advantage is that it can go everywhere and it's safer. To my own perspective, going for adventure is the best thing to do with this sort of truck. It's superb, really superb. I have a group in July and I suppose we can work together. It's quite easy to shoot pictures of the scenery from left to right, so long as the shuttle was especially designed for touring, that the passengers are always ready with cameras and can't store them up. After all, we have electric power with which we can recharge different devices along the way. Here at the top of Beranumaso is a place for a break before getting to Murundava. We can also have beautiful views all over. Some are impatient. They claim to smell the sea already. We are up till now approximately 10 hours trip away from Antananarivo if we try to calculate the time. We didn't encounter any issues. We hope we could have a screen for the driver's cabin. We notice it's our great shortage because the driver should be aware whether the passengers are taking pictures so that he can stop the car or slow it down. For us, that is very important, particularly when touring this. For us, this is very important, particularly when touring with tourists like this present time. Off we go then. Still, there is 105 kilometers between Murundava and Belu along the Tiribia River. For the Madagascar touring shuttle, it can only take 4 hours to get there when we pass by Bekupaki. Like all new things, most villagers along the road are flabbergasted by the appearance of this tourist-designed vehicle, especially those on the sides of Tiribia River.
At this very hour, we are here in Atimafan. Here is the first crossing the river by a ferry when heading for Bekupaki, which means we are crossing the Belle Tiribine River. As we can see right here, the Madagascar touring new shuttle got here safe and sound on the surface of a ferry. Everything about this vehicle is all set in advance, technical, mechanical or things of that kind.
This car is so beautiful that most people are attracted. Travelers to this area are also convinced by hearing that this shuttle goes to Murundava Bekupaki 3 times a week, back and forth. I'd like to mention here that every Monday, Wednesday and Friday we always have new departure of this shuttle from Murundava to Tsingi Bemara, and your visit in Tsingi is all included in the travel fare. I hope Malagasy people will also be interested by this offer, even as gift to someone you love, parents or family, because the designing of this passenger's vehicle was inspired by Madagascar touring for an outing of many different people. The cost is also affordable for Tom, Dick and Harry. You'll see the witnessing of tourists, both foreigners and Malagasy, who are now inside the shuttle, about how it is to ride an overland truck of the Madagascar touring going out to discover Tsingi Bemara.
We can see it's more than affordable. The track is also wide, and then we have Wi-Fi, which is so much interesting. Most of us Malagasy people, we like to go to Majanga or Tamatave. I don't mean it's bad, but here we also have more stuff to discover, such as the Alley of Baobabs, Ting de Bemara, I expect your visit to this place and buy this truck. In addition, there is a guide and speaker inside who explains to us about everything we discover along the roads, and that is pretty awesome.
Now we have crossed. We keep on the journey. We've been a bit late crossing by the ferry. The crew of this ferry boat uses to be careless and procrastinate their tasks. They used to play hard to get. Many use the same ferry boat. Travelers are sleeping safely, having sweet talks in the truck. Dust can't invade inside. We are now along the way between Belutiribi and Bekupaki. With the Madagascar touring shuttle, it can take 4 hours to get there.
As you can see here, the inside of this shuttle is so lovely, with comfortable chairs, seat belts. Everybody feels safe, although we are on dirty roads, like the way going to Bekupaki. Apart from that, this truck is relevant to the needs of the tourists because it is transparent all around. That is easy to take pictures of the landscapes along the way. After all, we have Wi-Fi by which we can share pictures on the internet or social network right away after shooting. We can also listen to the music or even dance if you would love to.
What an ugly dirt road. However, this truck is ready for that, and we have nothing to worry about. On the other hand, we have an experienced driver who can even get himself into the flood at night in order to reassure the passengers. We did 4 hours so far. Here is the second ferry boat. It's also our arrival to Bekupaki. Here in Bekupaki, we have multiple choices of guest houses, but we stayed in Tanankwai Hotel this time.
Let's hit the sack, guys. We did a long journey. The travelers might be exhausted as well. Tomorrow we will visit the place, which is the circuit that Madagascar Touring has promised, and it's included in the package with this shuttle from Morindav to Bekupaki.
As promised in the package, here is how we sleep using tents in the yard of the Tanankwai Hotel. Madagascar Touring tour operator is in charge of this.
Stay in the car.
It's morning day. Off we go again. We pay the tickets here at the MNP, Madagascar National Parks, first. Then we pay the guiding fees for visiting the inside of Tsingi Bemara. All cost here is under the charge of Madagascar Touring, as it's included in the shuttle fare. Here, from behind, the tourists try to discover the bones of the ancient people, the Vazimba.
This place is called Zuimbazimb. It's along the river of Manambul here in Bekupaki, as it's called Cave of Vazimbas. The ancestors who lived here very long time ago were Vazimbas. Particularly during rainy season, here is where they used to shelter with the family to keep them away from the rain.
Now look over there in front of us, the big stalactites. You see there? So still down.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Wow. It's amazing. I'm getting everyone's cave shot now. This is your moment. Oh, yes. I'm sorry to push it. I'm just going to take pictures.
This circuit lasts not more than 2 hours. Ankapwaki is 1 hour away from Mandudwani. It's a place where we can park the vehicle when going to Tsingy Bemara, 17 kilometers from Bekupaki.
Here, and the most of them is farmers, and all of the children especially is very happy for the
As you see here, the Madagascar Touring is in the process of renovating the route of Ankapuaki, not only for its shuttle, but for any following cars as well. It's strictly forbidden to relieve yourself nearby Tsingy. So here at Ankapuaki is the right place to do that if needed. We can eat here as well. We must put on the safety belt for security purpose.
The truck and get behind of the guys because everything here is wild.
Let's hit the route, guys. Going uphill on foot, entering savanna and wild forest. Then we get to the cave so-called Labyrinthe. Labyrinthe is a cave with a lot of branches and it's pretty easy to get lost. For instance, if you go this way, it will lead you further and further. The same thing to this one. That's why we get lost easily. Like this one is going straight on and we will get out at the end of it. So without a tourist guide, we'll be lost for sure. So, we can't go that way? No, we can't.
So it's kind of the fetish trees. As you see, it's still the roots of the trees which grew up on the top, but it has let down the roots to search some humidity on the ground here.
Right.
Yeah.
The trees roots are down here.
So is the tree still alive
Yeah, on the top, right. It's still alive.
Here, the tourists start to have sensation getting in and out of the cave. It takes not more than 4 hours to tour this place. In total, we make approximately 3 kilometers to go around.
Tsy maintsy mirirana zany mandeha amty eto. Tsy maintsy mirirana fa
Here you have the narrow way. And then it's slippery back, so if you bring your back, that's another problem.
We must go sideways entering this cave here because it's so much narrow.
makasary moa zany zay. No. Mandeha.
Climbing the Tsingy is a full sport. We need to be concentrated and be careful too, because the rocks are sharp and the holes on the right and the left side are deep.
Rocks inside the Tsingy are all sharp like this.
Here is the most difficult step before getting to the peak called Belvedere, 175 meter of height.
Yeah, we finally reached the peak. This visit of Tsingy de Bemara is included in the package deal offered by Madagascar Touring. When purchasing this package in the shuttle, plus the outing to the Gorge de Manamboul and Zuibazim, we visited this morning.
Here behind, a suspension bridge. This place is one of the facts why Grand Tsingy is well known. When descending, we can't avoid getting in and out of the cave. However, we have to be careful. Descending is complicated. We do the circuit of Grand Tsingy for 3 hours. The team is still strong so far. In terms of the circuits we did, I'd like to mention here, and I even specify that the circuit we have been doing recently is only found here in Madagascar. And we the Malagasy people should, and without hesitating, visit this natural site. When you head for this place, you certainly pass by Morondava, where we have seaside as well as Majenga and Tamatavi. Here, the weather is cool and sunny. Tsingy is not the only thing we can discover. We have more like the sifaka that can be found here at Tsingy. We really hope there will be more of you vacationers will come here after hard days of work and study. Come and join us. Madagascar Touring has opened a special offer for you, which is also a real bargain. The only thing you need to figure out is food. It's not included in the 200,000 ariary.
In my impression of the singing, it's beautiful, it's unique, it's unlike anything else. They've got animals living around it that you'd never guess were in amongst stone pinnacles. It's just so beautiful. I think that if you want to see some of the animals and wildlife that you're never going to see anywhere else in the world, this is the only place to come to see it, and if you don't come, you're missing out big time. If you're a biologist or you're interested in nature at all, it's just unbeatable. Somewhere to visit. I love Madagascar.
So let's talk to Madagascar Touring, the tour operator. What about their services after?
Their services, they've been wonderful. I've travelled with them 3 times, and every time it's been perfect. They're so friendly. All of the drivers are so helpful in making sure you stick to your itinerary and see the best parts of Madagascar.
And what about the car, the new car?
Oh, it's so cool. It's very unique. When we saw it, we thought it'd be such an adventure to go in, and it's been great. It's got through all the roads and hasn't had any problems with where other cars have been stuck in the mud. It's just awesome.
So are you satisfied?
Definitely. So good. I would go with them again, over again.
Naliravaka Nyanjarijona is so lucky that she was the one who got the package on the house. She is given a cake by Madagascar Touring as her birthday coincided with this same day.
I don't have many words to say, but I'm so excited because I didn't expect this. We are here in Bekopek, and I am one of those that Madagascar Touring invited for the first expedition of a shuttle of Tsing de Bemara. Not only that, but I was given this great surprise. I am more than happy and wish you all the best, and I encourage all Malagasy people to purchase this new and well-structured service offered by Madagascar Touring.
The package deal is fulfilled when we get to Tsingi de Bemara, facing the sunset here at Baobab Lovers in Mangili. We can call it Sunset in the Allée de Baobab, Bekonazi. We never know whether the sunset gives sorrow or happiness, but all the tourists and travelers satisfy themselves shooting pictures.
That's about the service offered by Madagascar Touring, ready for the region of Morondava and Bekopek during this peak season of 2016. The offer is lasting 3 days. For those of you who are interested, you can see the details on the Facebook page of Zahatany TV program. We show you here into the TV program the details of those tourist sites for you to understand more about touring the region of Morondava and Bekopek. Special thanks to all of those who gave hands structuring this TV program: Madagascar Touring Tour Operator, Volnik, the team of National TV Chain, and Anik Pote. It's now the end of the program. We hope it helped you understand more about the discovery around the tourist sites of Madagascar. This coming Thursday, this TV program will be broadcasted again at 9 o'clock. Or you can go to the Zahatany Facebook page right away. Once satisfied, click on like and share. Have a wonderful weekend to all of you. Goodbye.